My name is Sophie Nicole, and this is ARK, Survival Evolved. So we ran long last time. Let me start my timer. We ran long last time because we were trying to tame Little Wrinkle. We have now tamed Little Wrinkle, and the two of them should be able to port through with me into my boss fight here, and they should both help. I don't think you need to follow me anymore. Now, you come to this pedestal, and you put in all of your artifacts, uh, plus the other stuff if you're doing one of the harder boss fights. And then do that. You can bring up to 20 tames, and I could have brought like Andrew and all of them, but okay, that is the Broodmother. Are you guys gonna, like, help at all? Come on. Is there an attack? Of course I've been wet. Could have made a bunch of grenades or something, but I didn't. Were both my dinos killed? Really? They didn't even do anything. Oh, Jesus, I'm gonna die. Oh, boy. So, supposedly you can build stuff in your boss arenas. But, I've never bothered. And, yeah, this is one hell of a difficult fight. Oh, come on. And of course I'm caught. This is why having a bunch of tames with you might be helpful, or, you know, some friends, because someone else to deal with all of the spawns, and you can deal with the boss. Yeah, I know, yeah, I should have done some grenades. But, again, I didn't really expect to win this fight, so... Oh, Jesus. We were having a bad time. And all of my armor is gone in one go. That's beautiful. Yep, there we go. So that was a boss fight. Yeah. I don't really know what to do from there. How did I die over here? Weird. I should have put down a bed over there, but I didn't think about it. But yeah, that was a boss fight, and I think I'm more or less done with this playthrough. Once you've fought all of the bosses, you can go to the volcano. Let me rephrase that. Once you've fought and won all of the boss fights, oh, I did find, by the way, my tree platform at one point, and I'm not sure once again where it is. So anyway, you can go to the volcano, which is what I'm doing now, and obviously I haven't beat all of the boss fights, so kind of a moot point as far as actually doing this is concerned. But I'm going to fly over there and show you anyway. It's only been 7 minutes. This is going to be a very short episode. Sorry. That'll be okay. It's just a thing. Up and over. Alrighty. So, here's a note. Once you've done all of the boss fights, you can come here and bring the trophies, because it gives you a trophy. Bring the trophies, put them in here, and then you can do the tech cave, which turns into a boss fight. Obviously we can't do that because we don't have those trophies. And it would be very quickly lethal anyway. So there's that. But yeah, that's how that works. And you can see the whole island laid out before us, as if from a great height. So this was ARK Survival Evolved. It has a lot of problems. One of which is it was designed, as especially that boss fight showed, it was designed very specifically to be a multiplayer game. It's very specifically designed to be balanced around the idea that you're going to be playing and fighting with, 64 of your best friends. That's how this was intended to be played. So obviously, when you're sitting here trying to play, trying to beat a boss that was balanced against, you know, 64 players, you're not going to do so hot. You're playing on nightmare difficulty because of that. Um, so as far as choosing to play this game is concerned, that's something you really have to think about, because unless you're willing to just cheat, which if I'm playing single player doesn't bother me so much, um, unless you're willing to just flat out cheat a whole bunch, that's something you have to consider. Is this level of difficulty going to be too much for me? You know, is this going to be punishing for me, or am I going to have fun with that difficulty? Uh, if it's going to be punishing, do I really want to engage with this story such that it is, and the boss fights and all, or do I just want to build and gather a harem of dinosaurs? I don't think harem is the right word there, but you get what I mean. Those are the things that you really need to consider when you're thinking about this game and whether you want to play it, because like whether you agree with it or not, whether you're okay with it or not, the fact is this game was very specifically built for multiplayer. And even though they allow uh, you know, single player gaming in this game, like, they very much don't intend for you to play this by yourself. Like, almost everything about the design shows that. And the single player elements, like the way they work, tend to feel, at least in my opinion, kind of shoehorned. Like, oh yeah, we have a single player mode just because we felt like we had to, and so we just sort of slapped it together. Like, you know damn well that your easy mode, uh, gamma level easy boss has 600,000 uh, uh, hit points, or was it 160,000? I think it was 600,000 hit points. In fact, Broodmother Lysrix. I am currently looking at the wiki. Anytime, there we go. Base health value for the gamma version of the Broodmother is 324,000 health. And every level above first level, she gets 64,800 health on top of that. So, like, what are you even doing? You know? You know that if someone is playing on single player mode, they're probably playing by themselves. You could have put something in the game to, if it, some kind of like if then statement where like if single player mode equals active, then bosses have 1/10 the health. You know, like even at 32,400 health, that would have been a tough fight, you know? I could have won that fight, but it would have been a tough fight. And hell, I went in there with just about top tier equipment. The only way I could have gotten better equipment without cheating, in terms of like equipment tiers, not quality, is if I beat the bosses and thus had access to tech engrams. Like, you know damn well that a single player is not going to do so hot there, but they don't care about that. Oh, I did set up a generator here for the chemistry bench, and then never really used the chemistry bench. Well, I used it a little bit for the health, for those medical brews. But like other than that, I didn't really use it. It works like this. You have a cable, which you can't see because it's under the level of the floor, connecting this to this electric junction box, and then the electric junction box automatically connects to nearby electrical stuff. Anyway, yeah, so if you're using mods or cheats to make the game literally at all accessible for single players, or if you don't care at all about boss fights and all of that, then it's a decent enough game. Or you have to have 60 of your best friends playing with you. So yeah, that's the game. You've basically seen the core gameplay loop. You've seen, hunting loot boxes. You've seen doing resources. You've seen taming. I didn't do a whole lot of passive tames or anything like that because I just never really engaged with that. But you've seen how to do at least one passive tame with the otter, and the knockout tame, which is like the standard tame. And you've seen how building works. You've seen a pretty decent. Oh yeah, I don't have any of my stuff. You've seen a pretty decent representative of how the game works. Boss fights and caves and diving. You've seen a little bit of everything, and that was the goal of this series. So I think the series did what we set out for it to do. And I'm not at all disappointed that I died in that boss fight, because like I said going in, I expected to die. I didn't expect to win because, it's not built for one player and a couple of dinos to win. And it didn't help that my dinos literally didn't move, they just sort of sat there. I probably should have had them following me or something, or I don't know. But yeah, should have brought more dinos. Should have, coulda, woulda. Should have done a lot of things. Should have had 60 of my best friends helping me. Not that I have 60 best friends, or 6 best friends. But yeah, that's the game. And I'm going to sign off here, and my next series is probably going to be Spyro the Dragon, because I recently acquired that on Steam. I previously acquired it shortly after release on PS4, back when I assumed that it was going to be a PS4 exclusive, and I never bothered doing any recordings of it because on PS4 you can't really Why are you guys beating up on everybody today? Jesus. On PS4, you can't really use a voice changer, and that's the only thing that makes me comfortable doing this. So, uh, yeah. But I discovered the other day that actually Spyro is on Steam now, the Reignited trilogy. And I love Spyro. I have done 110% and all trophies on PS4 for Spyro the Dragon and Ripto's Rage. And I was working on Year of the Dragon when I kind of stopped. I'm not sure why I stopped, I just stopped. Didn't want to really deal with the PS4 anymore, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, I'm probably gonna do that, and, when we get there, we will get there, and I'll see you on the other side. This has been ARK, Survival Evolved.